Hello students, how are you? Students, you are most welcome in this next video. This is a video series of chapter number 8, how do organisms reproduce. So students, we have discussed about the asexual reproduction, and in asexual reproduction we were discussing about the vegetative propagation. So students, you know, vegetative propagation we have discussed little bit about the natural vegetative propagation, and now this is the left portion of artificial vegetative propagation, tissue culture. Students, do you know tissue culture, as its name, tissue culture. Tissue means this is the group of cell, and culture means to grow. So students, you know, tissue culture, it is the technique by which we can grow the whole plant with the help of a single tissue or a single cell. So that is why this is known as the tissue culture. So students, let's discuss how this process is going on and how scientists make the new plant individual by a single tissue. So student, do you know which tissue is used in this one? Because in 9th class you have discussed or you have studied about the number of tissues, plant tissues, but which tissue is able to culture? So let's discuss. Do you know, here we can culture mainly meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissue. So meristematic tissue mainly used in this technique. Do you know meristematic tissue? But we can use another tissue, that one parenchyma. So this one is parenchyma. So parenchyma, it is also used in this technique. So where does it found? Meristematic tissues are found in apical region of plants, apical shoot and apical root. But parenchyma, it is present each and everywhere in the plant body. Got it? So students, let's discuss when only meristematic tissues are used in this technique, then this is known as meristeme culture. Meristeme culture. So here now this is known as the meristeme culture. But when the parenchyma tissue is used as in tissue culture technique, then this is known as on the name of plant part. Just like here, if we culture the anther or we take the tissues from anther, this is known as the anther culture. When we take the seed, this is known as the embryo culture. So different type of tissues of plant are taken in this technique. Got it? So let's discuss the procedure of this technique. What is it? So here, students, do you know meristematic tissues? Mainly we will discuss about the meristematic tissues. So here suppose a plant which is potted plant. So here a plant is situated in this pot. So this plant suppose have the disease. This plant have the disease. But in this plant, this is the apical portion of the plant. This plant having the disease or virus or bacterial disease, any type of disease it may have. So in this plant, suppose bacterial disease occurs and whole the plant is diseased, but meristematic tissues, these are the tissues, they are not now diseased tissue, because each and every second meristematic tissues are divided. So new tissues are formed, that is why virus is still not attacked in this tissue, that is why this portion is disease-less. So disease-less portion, whole plant is diseased plant, but this portion is diseased-less. So disease-less portion of the plant, but plant, this is the disease plant. So do you know students, this is the disease plant and this is disease-less portion of disease plant. But suppose why we are doing this process? Because this is, suppose this is the plant, it is alone in its community. You know, all the types of, all the plants of this type category has been lost or are extinct. So that is why it is the single plant. So we have to save the plant, we have to save this species. That is why we perform this process. This is tissue culture. So we take this one, this portion or this tissue, this is known as the meristematic tissue of the plant. When we take it from this plant, this is now known as the explant. Explant. So explant, what is the explant? Explant, it is the portion or part of the plant or the tissue of the plant which is used in this technique tissue culture. This is known as the explant. Now this explant is placed inside the culture medium. So suppose we can grow the plant in a beaker or in a test tube. So here what is it inside the beaker? This is the culture medium. So what is culture medium or culture media? This is the solution in which all the nutrients are dissolved which are naturally required for the plant. So here all nutrients are which are naturally required. Required for plant. Got it? So here you know all the nutrients which are naturally required for the plant. So these are dissolved artificially in this liquid medium. Okay. So here we place the explant at here. So this is explant which is embedded or suspended inside the medium. Also this medium contains what? This medium contains the plant hormones. So plant hormones are also present in this medium which are required to induce what? Which are required to induce root and shoot. So students, you know, first it will perform the cell division. Now the simple tissue or this is meristematic tissue, this is the little bit tissue or tissue mass, but now after the effect of hormones it produce the number of cells and it forms undifferentiated mass of cells or tissues. This is known as the callus. So here this is callus. So callus is the undifferentiated mass of tissue. Undifferentiated mass of tissue. Okay, undifferentiated means because there is no differentiation of root, leaves, stem, etc. Nothing is formed. That is why undifferentiated mass of tissue. Got it? So here now after the effect of hormone, here what occurs? Cell division. Here rooting and shooting. Rooting and shooting. What does it mean? Not shooting. That one not shooting. This is the shooting means formation of shoot. So here this tissue now differentiated. This callus now differentiated. So what forms? This forms here leaf-like structure, leaf primordia and some roots. Okay. So now differentiation is started. So here this is shoot or this is root. Okay. Now this structure, when root and shoots are formed, this structure is known as what? Plantlet. Okay. So plantlet now it is in laboratory. So it is left for growing 2 or 3 leaf stage. When 2 or 3 leaves arise or came or are grown, then it is extract out or it is removed out from the laboratory. Okay. So here let's discuss again. Now this plant is like this one, like this. Okay, so this plant plate now it is removed from here and it is sent to the what? It's sent to the greenhouses. So here it is in a tray. So here it is in a tray, it is sent outside. Where? It is sent outside for field trial. Field trial. So in a tray it is left inside the greenhouse. So in greenhouse. So this is in greenhouse and now it is successful. Greenhouse, what is greenhouse? Do you know? Not greenhouse effect. Greenhouse, it is the polythene house or the glass house which is made for the growth of plants in controlled atmospheric condition. Here temperature is controlled, air velocity is controlled and also light density is controlled. So in all controlled habitat, because when it will directly exposed to the field, then it cannot be able to grow because it cannot tolerate the high intensity of light, high velocity of air and high temperature also. Okay, so that is why first trial occurs in the greenhouse. Now it is sent to field trial. Field trial. Okay, so here field trial. Now it is transferred to field and it is planted. So student, do you know, here you are looking that from a single tissue it is the single plant is formed. That is why this is the mode of asexual reproduction, because in which new plant is formed with the help of single tissue, and it is the interference of human being, because without interference of human being it is not possible. That is why it is artificial vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, because only we are taking the vegetative part, not we are taking flower, we are taking the vegetative part. That is why it is known as the vegetative, artificial vegetative propagation. So students, new plant is formed. Here let's discuss the merits and the demerits of merits. Merits means advantage. Advantages of what? Advantages of this process, tissue culture, and also we will discuss about the demerits of this one, tissue culture. So what is the merit? Merit is it can save the species of plant. Okay, so here it can save the species of plant, because you know here we have discussed this is the disease plant and this is the portion which is not disease. So that is why we have saved this category or this species. So it is the very important merit of this plant. Now students, do you know we can form the number of plants at the same time. So we can form the number of plant we can produce, okay, in less time. So what are the demerits? Demerits, what is the demerit? It is the very expensive process. This is the expensive technique, because anybody cannot perform this process and it should be under the supervision of expert. That is why this is the most important demerit of this tissue culture process. Got it? So here demerit is, this is expensive and expert dependent. Experts dependent. Okay, so this is the main two demerits of, these are two demerits of this process. Got it? So students, it is all about of tissue culture. So now asexual reproduction has been finished. So let's orally discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of the asexual reproduction, students. In asexual reproduction, we can form the similar plant as their parent, okay, or we can make the identical copy of their parent. Got it? And also, we can produce a number of plants by asexual method, okay, at the same time or in less time. But what is the demerits of asexual reproduction? We have discussed these merits and demerits of tissue culture only, but now we are discussing about the merits, advantages or disadvantages of the asexual reproduction. So, what are the disadvantages of asexual reproduction? Because asexual reproduction cannot form the variation, because they form the identical copy of their parents. That is why it does not play any role in evolution. When number of the variations accumulates, then evolution occur. But here there is no variation, that is why it does not play any role in evolution. So, this is the main disadvantage of the asexual method of reproduction. Got it? So, students, it is enough for this video. We will discuss in next video about sexual reproduction. Okay. So, this is the ending portion. Thank you for watching this video. Students, share the link of this video among your friends and also subscribe my channel. Thank you.